Greetings everyone, BJ Weiler back here, once again, with episode 4 of the Tyrian Adventures. Back where we left off here in the Baradin estate. After exploring most of the Catacombs, which we came out now, we're going to finish that up today. As well as some of the quests here. The prize mower bird we can complete, the monk's mission we can complete. And we've got to go get a bear pelt and Wizard's Folly so we can give it to Little Tom here at some point. Let's see, I think the Duke offers a warrior quest. Right, we would have to choose warrior in order to take that one, but we can take what we can. Okay, let's get on with this. I am almost interested in this DJ. Oh. Jeez, humongous, I forgot. In fact, let's do this. 7 abilities. Oops, I didn't need to do that, but it does increase the gold value anyway, even if it is somewhat identified. Or even if it doesn't say unidentified, everything is unidentified until it actually comes up with the value there. So, and the identified value is most always usually at least 1 or 2 gold more than the unidentified value. And again, if you get the improved sale value, it's much more. So, ooh, highly salvageable. That means I would get extra salvaging materials if I were to salvage it, which I am not at this point because I pretty much have no inventory space as it is. I am probably going to have to get rid of most of this stuff now anyway. Though I do have 2 quest things I can get rid of here. In fact, I think this was Charming Catacombs. Good, so he will take that. So let's pop into where we need to pop in and complete some of these quests. Ashford Abbey for Brother Menlo. So happen to choose monk. No, I need more time to decide, thank you. I need more time to decide, thank you, Mr. Menlo. Brother Menlo, I guess I should say. Nothing else from Mirak. Let's go on city, let's go do that. And we'll return to tell Pitney his prize mower bird is dead. Oh, wait a minute, Rurik's up this way, is he not? Although I could get there from that way. And this way. I don't have to, I only need to run up one set of stairs. Yeah, 100 gold, nice. Search for this beast, as is everybody else. And that was what Char in the Catacombs complete. So I update my little quest log over here. To keep track, make sure I do everything. Keep everything done here, and that should be pretty much it for all the quests here. Lakeside County, we got Little Tom's Big Cloak, the Hunter's Horn, the prize mower bird, right? only thing we do not have is across the wall. So let me run up to the gate and see if that's available yet. So we do have the Wayward Wizard too, right? Yes, okay. You know what? We didn't see the statue piece, which is around here somewhere. Oh, those. View here of it's a sort of a double-sided statue. Lisa being the Mez, patron goddess. Or Lisa, however it's pronounced, I'm not even really sure. And it was that a stranger came to the village of Ren, seeking shelter and employment. Though young in years, her body was stooped and twisted, her flesh eaten by disease. Ye have the mark of plague upon ye, said the citizen named Golric. Leaveth this place, else you sicken our people. I've lost my family and my home, cried the desperate woman. Have you no heart? Yet each person in turn did turn her away. Then from the crowd came a young woman, Sarah. She looked upon the woman with pity. If you need help, said Sarah, I will give it. And did Sarah approach the gnarled, bent woman and give her a helping hand? Then the sickened woman pulled from her body the robes of plague, revealing herself to be the goddess Lisa. People of Ren fell to their knees, begging Lisa's mercy. But lifting Sarah gently, saith she, true beauty is measured not by appearance, but by actions and deeds. Many have eyes, but few have seen. Of all here you saw the beauty behind the illusion, and you alone shall be blessed with my gifts. Scriptures of Lisa, 45 BE. So let's see, we did Duena, Lisa, Melandru, and Balthazar. So that leaves two more. They'd be right, should be, oh no, 5 gods. So who are we missing? The Necromancer's god, that's right, Grenth. It's gotta be in the, saw the statue in the Catacombs, but it didn't have any scriptures to it. We'll have to see. Okay. Anyway, so north of the wall, he's a ranger by the name of Ben Wolfson. He was on a scouting mission and was separated from his outfit when it came under attack. Sharp patrol near Pike Square. Ben is the survivor. Feel certain he's still alive, and I'd go after him if I could, but I have orders to remain here. Not even leave my post long enough to open the gate for you. To open it and pass through, you'll need a companion to pull the lever above the gate while you go through. I know it's a lot to ask, but if you could go north and look for him, I'd be in your debt. Yeah, long ago, but hey, we're all key. I will find him if I can. And I will certainly have a companion when we attempt that. We will have Mare and Ansley rejoin us. Which, oh, no. Next episode anyway, so the Northlands. In the meantime, let's go complete the prize mobile bird. I believe it is here. Those are the falls there, aren't there? Which there is a there's somebody I want to check down there too. Let's hit that. And we shall do this now. Got one more spot anyway. Yes, it's dead, unfortunately. Anytime, anytime. Let's see if we are high enough level here. I've got Gallendor with me. This way. Not quite a boss like the skeleton boss we fought yesterday, but one of the higher level foes, scaled, yeah, that you need to Pre-Searing. Relative piece of cake at our level, and with 2 pets more or less. I remember the first time I explored in here, I died. I think I was level 2 or something. It was not a pretty sight. We still need our new leggings, gloves, and mask. I believe one of which is in Fort Rannoch, another outpost here in Regent Valley. So, okay, let's see. Across the wall, we're not going to be doing quite yet. Little Tom's Big Cloak, so that's in Wizard's Folly. It's in Regent Valley. Also, Wizard's Folly there. So I think I'll be able to get some big clear completed quickly enough. So we'll get that out of the way. So I'll just be able to pop into Barrington Estate to complete that. A brood caller. There's a stash. Used to be something of this. Oh, you know what? That's probably what the little green thing is up there. Fool already? Are you out of your... Oh, that's right. Ah, yes, the longsword from Pitney. A unique skin sword, yeah. Dead, nappet, beavish. So let's see if I can equip that. Very unique skin here. So many people actually keep this. I think you eventually can get another sword with this skin way into the game. I'm not even sure if it's in Prophecies. I think it might be in one of the later Nightfall or something like that. But this is certainly, this is one sword that people kept in inventory for a long time just because of the uniqueness, even if they never used it. Yes, the rabbit. There he is, a rabbit. The only rabbit you will find in Pre-Searing Ascalon. And he just sits there. He's not tameable. He's not killable. Just a little rabbit, that's all. Oh, there he is. Scraping here. Oh, I'd actually have to go to the merchant first, wouldn't I? Not the merchant anywhere closer by, do we? Yeah. Ah, well. Not that vital. Gold is easy enough to come by. Further we progress in the game. So on to Wizard's Folly here. Bell, yeah, bell. Bear pelt. Ah, yes, that other entrance exit to oh, yeah, the Catacombs. That's what it is. Right? Down to our right, down the path, down to the right. Yeah. That's a way. There's a bear, so we can get a bear pelt if we have. Oh, we don't have room. So now let's go to Foible's Fair first. guys are aggressive unless we attack first. Good. Hey, you know what? I think the collector that gives us gloves is actually up here. I think it's this guy. Yes, great gloves. So we need what? Icy lodestones. Alright. Let's open up another outpost here. We've got somebody else. A couple of people. Well, supply wagon here. And really, when I think about it, we still got a lot of pre-searing Ascalon to explore. Let's forget just how much we did. Okay, second profession, so we would have to choose Mesmer before we could take it that quest. Let's do this first. That's us. How much gold do we have now? 582, okay. Don't need a smiting staff. I'd hate to sell that long sword, but space is a premium here. And ultimately, we're never going to use it. I don't think I actually have a copy. Well, it's easy enough to create a new character, complete the quest, and take it with me on the account. So, I have to do it. Oh. Yes, there is no buyback feature here in Guild Wars. One of the oversights of the game. Anyway, let's talk to Ralina here. The Wayward Wizard. But Vassar thinks it won't work. I hope he doesn't get himself killed, but he can't expect me to go tromping all over the mountain looking for him, indeed. And a second profession. You should talk to up in the tower in Wizard's Folly, and we shall. Okay, so these are both secondary profession people. Foible's fair, correct. Okay, so first things first, we need a bear pelt, and perhaps a couple icy lodestones if we can nail them. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I guess I should just do that. There we go. Good, homies coming up this way. Let's see. Of course you don't give me an icy lodestone. Well, we'll have plenty of opportunity in the near future. Meantime, let's get a couple more quests done here. Oh, of course, our imp's going to attack now anyway, so. And it is also here. Actually attempt to tame a bear as I tamed the Malandru Stalker. So I think before we leave Pre-Searing we will at least make one attempt at it to see if it's still possible. They may have changed that at some point in the game. I guess we should. Good job aggroing him there, my little fire imp. No bear pelt, thank you. Specific bear you have to kill. You just gotta kill one that's gonna drop you a pelt. Out of range. Right, we don't really need him at this point. An animated bone horror. We just need ourselves a bear approach. And there we go. Okay. Area. A touch. Can't run through bushes. What to do with that? Of course, this one only drops one. Are you kidding me? Anyway. Alright, we go that side down to the river there, so let's say get back to Ashford. We need to go back to... Yes, I can take that to him. Quite easily now, as a matter of fact. Ha 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 ha. I will accept your quest. It is lovely, isn't it? Took this pelt, did you? I just think the beast my own self, but I tend to be a bit heavy-handed, so do I. When I kill a bear, I cleared so mindly that the pelt is ruined. Har har. Oh yes, you're quite amusing. It's a good profession, so he offers axe training, I believe. That's why he gave us the battle axe of fortitude. Okay, so that's that. So we cannot take True King, which we can do, obviously. So the True King did not accept that. Oh, that's right, we couldn't because we had no room in inventory. I am honored to be entrusted with this duty. Thank you. Quest item, of course. Take up more freaking space here. So that's pretty much it, right? Yes, okay. So we will have to see Aiden in Wizard's Folly. Of course, we've got to update the horn first. Regent Valley, we got a couple of things. Barrett in the state in which we are at, we are good. Oberon would be in the Catacombs would be if we chose Necromancer. Ashford Abbey, Brother Menlo, if we chose Monk. Off that I did for his metal bed. So this is pretty much it for the side quests. We got Wayward Wizard, the Hunter's Horn, and Across the Wall. So essentially those are the only side quests left to complete. And then of course it's the primary quest of the second profession, and then taking the remainder of my profession and second profession quests. So let's head back into the Catacombs, shall we? So we can just finish exploring that little area. Pop up here, see if we can do a little map clearing here. Okay. Run through the vineyard. Catacombs. And as you see, despite having cleared most of it in our previous episode, when you're in areas such as this, the map is not memorized, so you have to re-clear the map each time you enter. Now I don't have my little buddy with me, so these guys should not attack unless I attack them first. Carleen, of course, the boots, which we already have. So we will avoid trying to fill up inventory too quickly till we get to the point, the area that we do want to explore. I think that might be where Grunth's statue is at. We'll round out reading all the scriptures anyway. Okay, now, Gargoyle Central here. Hey, live and let live, that's what I say, yeah, that's the ticket, live and let live. Live and let live, I'm not gonna bother you, so you don't have to bother me. That just leaves Oops, ran into that path. There we go. Here, I don't think I should be so lucky. Perhaps I am. The shadow ones are the ones that will attack. There's mesmer gargoyles there. Yeah, I think that's the Gwent statue that has the scriptures upon it. Again, then there isn't even a statue there. Just sarcophagi. Huh. Interesting. I know we encountered the red statue, but I don't remember seeing the scriptures. Oh, there we go. Gargoyle Central here anyway. Sarcophagi Central. That pretty much wraps up the Catacombs. You can see quite easily enough to get enough gargoyle skulls there in case you wanted to use those to get your boots. Now each of those collectors, of course, have the items for each of the 6 professions. So if I was a mesmer or a necromancer warrior, the boots that she would offer would be appropriate to whatever profession I am. So obviously, since I am a ranger, I only see the ranger boots. Ah, okay, there we go, there we go, shatters. Yeah, there's a shatter. Let's see if we only need to kill him. Oh, no! Gallandor, where are you? You must have got... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He's stuck. Got stuck on one of the other gargoyles back there. Giles. Them just level up. That's interesting. One who just died, apparently. Alright. Grenth. Oh, I can't see your face. There we go, Captain. Came then Desmina, scorned and exiled by her people, and in her misery and wretchedness did Desmina curse the gods for abandoning all who, like her, admired power and ambition. And asketh she, where is the god to whom I may give my undying devotion? Where is the god to whom I may beg revenge against those who scorn me? And rumbled, and then the earth from far below, with a terrible groan split open. Grew then the ground white with frost and ice, and from forth the frozen earth spilled the rotted skeletal minions of Grenth. Then did appear the god, and with bony hands outstretched, welcomed the girl into his fold. Saith he, I am your god. Follow where I lead, come whence I call, and the rotted corpses of the dead will be yours to control. And swearing allegiance in life and beyond, did Desmina thence become the god's first follower. Scriptures of Grenth, 48 BE. And that's it for the gods, because I believe there are only 5 gods, even though there are 6 professions, so I believe Elementalist is the only profession without a patron god. So what do we have here? Fort Erotic. We're going to Regent Valley for that. King Vincent to come home. So, should I do Wayward Wizard, or you know what? I need to free up some space, so we shall do the Hunter's Horn. Now, if we... I think there's the exit there, but that's to... I think that's to Wizard's Folly. So what is the easiest thing to do? Probably just to map out to Ashford Abbey. And head over to Regent Valley. That way we can open up, or head to Fort Rannoch. And that will be the last outpost that we need to unlock here in Pre-Searing. goes, of course, here. It's what we call the aggro bubble. And the blue card just entered our aggro bubble, which is why it's called the aggro bubble. Any foes that will attack basically on sight without being attacked first will lock onto you if they enter the aggro bubble. Remember when the game first came out, of course, I got the collector's edition. That came with the soundtrack. So, music by Jeremy Soule. I remember just playing, popping that to the CD in the car and listening to that constantly. That was pretty much the only thing I listened to for, well, really for a couple of years, because a year later the second campaign, Factions, was released. So again, that had its soundtrack CD as well. For 6 months after that was Nightfall. So pretty much from 2005 to 2008, 2009, really. Yeah, I was pretty much listening to Guild Wars music non-stop. It certainly does every once in a while when I pop back into the car. It certainly does evoke some fond memories, as does the music now. Secondary professions. So far we tried warrior a little bit, although I didn't really use any of the warrior skills at that point in time, so I would need to use the sword. But as I said, I'm probably not going to do warrior since I already have my primary ranger with the warrior secondary, sort of a weapons master. I envision him being master of the bow, sword, hammer, and axe. Still haven't decided on which of the other 4 main professions: elementalist, necromancer, monk, perhaps you, my viewing audience, can choose for me. Leave a comment below. In fact, oops, inventory full again. Of course it is. Ay, caramba! Anyway, yeah. Leave a comment below. In any of these first 4 videos of the Tyrian adventures, a profession you would like me to pick. The one with the most votes is the one I'll end up picking. So we got elementalist, mesmer, necromancer, and monk. Those are the 4 you have to choose from: elementalist, necromancer, mesmer, and monk. In case of the tie, I will flip a coin. people who subscribe to my channel, their vote will be worth 2 points. I bet double it. Double the weight, yeah. Lots of exploring and fighting to do here. Stasher, which does me absolutely no good. I think we will head towards Fort Brannock forthwith. As much as we can here. I think I can at least avoid these guys. Yeah, I can actually map clear. Might as well just map clear here if I can. Collect those red iris flowers when it's time to bribe Gwen for her gift. Now, I was only in... trying to think how long it took me before I actually got down here to Regent Valley. It wasn't that long, maybe a week, a couple of weeks at the most. Although, as you can see here, it's only been total through the 4 videos, what, a couple of hours, 3-4 hours we've actually spent in Pre-Searing at the time. Of course, back then, being noobish as I was exploring and grinding out mobs to increase my level. But whenever it was, it didn't take, I guess it didn't take that long to get down here in the Regent Valley, but I do recall early on my first trips here, the game would keep crashing. The game had a bug to where you'd reach a certain point along the pathway here, the game would just CTE, crash the desktop. So I could never get to Fort Brannock until they issued a patch. Or something. So that... boop, 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 boop. Yellow dye is not part of the real Millennium color scheme, nor is brown, as you can see why I stole the brown dye. Dye is worth vastly more than selling it to one of the pre-searing vendors, as I found out later on. So that was one of the big scams going on during pre-searing, that people would buy dye from the unsuspecting noobs for very cheap. Dyes that would be worth, hundreds of gold, and even sometimes the rare one. At the time, it's still rather rare. Black dye would sell for platinum, which is a whole bunch of gold. And people would just snatch it up here in Pre-Searing from people who had no idea of the value of the dye at the time, and then of course take it to Post-Searing and sell it for a very big profit. Of course, I made a suggestion at the time that there should be a dye vendor here that would have the proper pricing. But that never came about. Do this. Do that. So I'm afraid I'm just gonna have to dump my stuff here. Can't keep running out of space like this. Well, I do want to try to salvage it. I don't remember if it's salvaged or not. Oh, ultimately it doesn't matter, because even if it does salvage, it's not like I can get materials plentifully elsewhere. So I might just end up doing that. Dumping it. So yeah, it's a little bit further down this path where the game would start crashing. It would crash every time you hit a certain point. Another reason it took so long, of course, was that, of course, back in the day, being a noob, I was doing a lot of running back and forth to the merchants in the explorable zones, selling all the stuff that dropped, and running back to the next pile and selling that, because as you can see again, space is at a premium here, and you actually don't really get a shot at increasing your storage or getting the account-wide vault storage until after you leave the tutorial area here. So lots of things from pre-searing never made it into posting. Not that, you know, like I said, he had the one sword there. I sold that a lot of people kept, but yeah, a lot of people sold it because they just didn't have the space. But we sold it initially, so when they made alts, of course, they would keep the sword just with posts, I should say. Yeah, it was before the bridge. I think it crashed, so I don't think I was ever able to make it this far. So I think it was right around that area where the game would just crash. Badoop, and I'd have to restart it, try again, crash, and yeah, give up on that until the patch came out. So let me get out of here. Oh, it's freaking imp! That's brutal. Yeah, so can't entirely blame it on the imp. Because the so there is an armor Fort Rannick. I think he's one who sells the leggings. And later on they did add, I think it might have been after Nightfall was released, that they finally went back to pre-searing and started adding a lot of stuff in pre-searing, including collectors that would offer you an upgraded headgear or mask. As originally, you could only get the body armor, the feet, legs, chest, and arm pieces from the collectors here in pre-searing. But due to popular demand, they eventually added the headgear armor collectors, so you could actually get a full set of upgraded gear before leaving pre-searing. Which, of course, I mean, you pretty much replaced almost immediately anyway, because there were, of course, armor collectors in the post-searing, the main portion of the game. And then you can also, by that point, also craft your armor. So basically, this is sort of the secondary starter armor you would go in with and pretty much upgrade within short order. But every little bit of armor helps when you're a noob. So her quest here, I think that's the only quest out here in Regent Valley I need to do. Oh no. Well, besides the profession for Ranger, there is another secret quest, like the prized hog quest, which we may not quite have time to get to today, but you know what, we might for this weekend. In the meantime, I want to get into here. So actually, the people we need to go see isn't too far here from Fort Rannick. Okay, first things first, let's free up at least one more slot by getting rid of this message. I believe Lord Darren is right here. Excellent. Of course, okay, once I give him that, I will have room for those two things, which I will sell forthwith. Indeed. Oh, why, thank you. I am forthwith dismissed then. Thank you, Lord Dan. In fact, let me retune myself here a bit. So we definitely want to go up with marksmanship and beast mastery, wilderness survival 5, anything 5, oh both. There we go. We get all our points used somehow. Here we go. And go a little bit closer to getting full use out of our bow here. So there's our merchant. There's our collector Varus. Yes, leggings. He collects spider legs, which I think I have enough of. I have 4, so I have to free some inventory space. Okay. So now we shall exchange our Crichton leggings. Thank you. At this point, I'm just going to dump this. Not really vital. Basically, I think it would give tanned hides as crafting material, which again is not really necessary. It's just something I was hoping maybe to try and show, but it's not vital. Not vital. Right now, the vital thing is having inventory space. So we will just remove our starter armor. Oh shit. Did I not exchange that? Yes, I did not put that on first. Stupid arse. Now I have to go out and get some more spider legs. You freaking... Anyway, alright, let's do a little bit of map clearing in here. I don't think there are actually any quests to pick up here in Fort Rennick. So we'll just clear some of the fog of war here. Think where I might find... I know there's spiders out here. Oh yes, I know exactly where I can get some spiders at. Completing Mary Malone's quest. Hatcher gives us the Crichton vest as well. So as you can see, there are multiple armor collectors as well, so if you happen to have more of one particular type of collectible item than the other, you still you know, you've got an opportunity to avoid a little bit of grind. Basically, just, yeah, it's just another choice of which one you want to exchange for. Alright, so let's go do Mary Moon's quest here. The Orchid? It's not orchid. The orchard. Orchard, that's how you pronounce that word. Yeah. Orchard. For this, the imp will be helpful. So as you can also see that Pre-Searing very much so you can play it by yourself. Except for, of course, the instances where you need to go to the Northlands and complete the adventure with an ally quest. So, but pretty much nothing here if you play carefully, unlike I did in a couple instances where I died. You can pretty much get through here without Pre-Searing as a solo player. So indeed, a very solo-friendly game, which is, of course, is one of the reasons why I, in addition to you being able to have the full party of NPC characters, being able to, solo as well, at least in, this part of the game. Naturally, once we get to the main bulk of the game, that becomes a little bit more difficult, although certain professional combinations do make it a lot easier. Yay, one more spider leg. Now I can go get my pants back. I need your legs. Fight. Oh, you see, it's just going to tease me now, isn't it? This Gallandor isn't going to be too helpful here, because he won't attack. Oh, actually, I would have to order him to attack. Your pet won't attack if you don't do the basic auto attack. So you have to have the auto attack launched at a foe. Otherwise, you need to select a foe and tell him to attack said foe. So if you're carrying a bundle, your pet will not attack. Unless you drop the bundle and attack the foe. Even if you're using skills. So we're just going to do a little bit of clearing here. We will be back to explore more fully. The next episode, will be our final adventure into Pre-Searing. Ask on before we cross over and exit the tutorial. So we will. So we've pretty much got all the quests wrapped up, as I said, except for, of course, the profession quests. You can help us choose our secondary profession. Get your votes in now. Mesmer, Monk, Necromancer, or the fourth one is Mesmer, Monk, Necromancer. For Elementalist. So we're going to pop one down there anyway later, probably next episode. But anyway, we will complete Pre-Searing most likely next episode. We will do all our exploring, or wrap up all the exploring we need to wrap up. So we've pretty much got most of the quests wrapped up. Now we'll be on to the rest of the game. What I can do now is just select him and say Gallandor attack. Gallandor attack. I could drop my bundle and attack too, but what's it from? Did I not get? Oh, okay, I do have 3 spiders. Okay, good. I can go get my pants. Thank you. No, put that up. Gallandor attack before I go pick up stuff. Bundle, 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 bundle. I don't know if I mentioned this in one of the previous episodes where I was carrying a bundle, but there used to be a thing in the game called bundle tanking. To where the way the game was, if somebody was carrying a bundle, such as I am here, any mobs that you would aggro would automatically target the character who had the bundle. Now, of course, players use this to their advantage, to where they would have one guy basically aggro whatever mobs need to be aggroed, and the monk would just keep him alive, or everybody else attacked those mobs, and were not attacked in return, because the mobs would solely focus on the bundle tank, hence bundle tanking. Up a bit there. Virtual vlog. We're locked up from hopefully my recording software didn't glitch out. So far I've actually been lucky, using BB Express Recorder for most of my YouTube videos here now. Although unfortunately it does tend to glitch out every once in a while on videos that are over an hour long. So thus far we've actually been lucky, at least with the Tyrian adventures. I don't think I have many more videos in recent history that have been over and out. Fingers crossed. Although it will, as you can see, lock out or freeze the system for a moment or two. Anyway, it's free and it works, which is what I need it for. Okay, here you go, Mare. Okay, at least I got room too. Thank God for that. Otherwise I'd have to do this. Well, I'd actually have to dump stuff. Because if I were to go back into Fort Rannoch to sell stuff to free up inventory, I'd have to do this freaking quest all over again. Alright, let's go in and get our pants, and this time remember to put... And I've got room for pants. Good. Pants. Pants! Now I just need some red dye to drop so I can dye my pants the proper color. Of course, 0 value I cannot sell. So armor 10. Armor 12 is on my leggings, on my legs, on my covering my Nepal Plaza. There we go. Okay, good, thank you. So that just leaves the rawhide gloves, which we can get in Wizard's Folly via the icy lodestones, wherever they were called, and of course the ranger mask, which I think is out here somewhere. I think, in fact, it's pretty close to where the ranger trainer is out here. So we got quest-wise across the wall, the Hunter's Horn, which I do have to go find a healing spring, don't I? Before I go see Aiden. So yeah, way down there. Probably not going to do that this episode, but we'll see, because there are... take care of the two that are here anyway. So let's try to avoid battles to speed things up here a bit. Oh, we do have a secret area we need to go see too. I think I might have to see that for next episode. We'll see. What I really want to do now is see what I need for that mask. So you'll just leave the gloves and I'll have my... Oh, you freaking spiders, man. This, indeed, is one of the reasons why I certainly most enjoyed the design of Guild Wars, in that you didn't have to deal with respawns. Kill these guys and they're gone. I can continue exploring without having to fight, because mobs are definitely frequent. They are not few and far between, you might say here, so definitely a lot of fighting to get from point A to point B, which of course became an in-game joke in Nightfall. One of the NPCs during a quest you completed. If I go up here. Alright, so we'll do the secret quest here. I don't remember. Stash, lots of stashes. So forgo for now. I know there's a way to get down there. Probably a way to get down there. I just got to remember where it's at. I think it's over this side. This is here. Just want to be careful not to aggro anything I don't want to aggro. Alright, I gotta go this way. Now I can get down there. There we go, I see it now. So I might need you. Okay, no I don't actually. No I don't. Okay then. You I shall kill. Then you'll see why in a moment, in a minute or two, why I initially did not want to kill you. For those of you who are of course unfamiliar, for those of you who are the Guild Wars veterans, you already know this. Down to it? Where are you at? Did you get stuck somewhere? Oh no, you're right there. Oh, freaking aggroed him. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. What we'll do now is run. So we unaggro him. Just like that. Okay. Spiders, leave me alone now. See these guys. So who do we have? We have Sensa, Daniel, Bruce, Benton, and Hatcha. Also offers Crichton Vest. So don't aggro whatever's behind me. Some point this will trigger here. Ah, there we go. I just need to talk to him, that's all. And the time has started, and that's why you don't want to kill the bear. Or at least leave one of them remaining alive. And return within the 3 minutes. So let's go kill ourselves the bear. So we've got plenty of time. We'll go pick up the stash here. And I still have room for my reward. And here's our reward. Hunter's Ale. Which I, of course, can keep with me, which I did keep with me into Pre-Searing. But now, hey, I'll drink. You get a little bit of a fuzzy screen. And get a point towards the drunkard title. And there we have it. The Bear Hunters. The second of these 2 secret quests in Pre-Searing Ascalon. I am not to kill those bears. Or at least not to kill one of them. Okay, so that's that. We got our pants. Regent Valley, Hunter's Horn. Oops, map. Way down there, so we've got to explore Regent Valley. Of course, we've got to go through Green Hills County and Wizard's Folly. So, oh, and of course there's that secret space right by Panic. You know what? I think we've got enough time to go do the secret space. And then we'll save the remainder quests for the remainder. For our, oh, should be our last episode. We'll see. Maybe 2 more. One little secret to show in this episode. Anything else? The Wayward Wizard, the Hunter's Horn, across the wall left. Actually, it might be 2 more episodes because one more, or the Northlands does take a bit of time to explore. So, alright, 2 more episodes. Because we actually do have quite a bit of exploring to do here. Yet remains. Too much fighting Where's up there? Scale breed colors. Oh, you're driving me nuts here. So we loop around here. And we go over where these bushes are. Somehow, some way. Ah, here we go. And we have a hidden cave. Secret entrance. That's basically all this initially was. Just a little secret for the explorers who played the game. Little area, just a little area of discovery. No quests, no hidden stashes, nothing. It's a place for you to go to explore, to admire the scenery and say, hey, I found a little secret. I found a little secret. Until, of course, much later on, when they added Nicholas Sanford and Professor Yackington. Ah, Yackington gives the mask. That's right. So for 50, mind you, and the small equipment pack. So I need to do some farming. I need 40 more for red iris flowers. However, I don't think we will spend an episode doing that. I will do that in the off-season, so to speak, between episodes. And we'll run back here and grab ourselves something. And, of course, Nicholas Sanford, who I... 5 baked husks. I actually have some right here, don't I? We have 5 of them. He gives you a special gift, so it changes daily. I believe this one does. Because then in post-searing, Nicholas returns to Tyrian, and his position changes within the game world weekly. This one here, he remains here, but the item he wants changes daily, so since we're here and I have 5 baked husks, I'll take 5 of them. And I have Gift of the Huntsman. Actually open. I have never opened any of these. Those are the ones that I collected. So I must remember, before we leave Pre-Searing, I've got to freaking farm up some red iris flowers. Now, as I recall, I'm having to farm for multiple characters. actually using one character to farm multiple times for the characters who already left Pre-Searing, because most of my characters was all implemented. So I created a new character and then just farmed for weeks basically to stock up on those small equipment packs for all my characters. If I recall, there is a pattern you can run here in Lakeside County where you will get 5 drop in Lakeside County, so you just run the pattern zone, run the pattern again. So basically you gotta run the pattern 10 times, of course, to get to 50. Let me just pop in here to Fort Rannoch, because I think, you know what, no, Foibles. Actually, you know what, Fort Rannoch, because I want to get rid of that horn next episode. So, run the pattern 10 times, you get yourself a small equipment pack 10 more times, and you get the Mass Spirit character. So, I'll be doing that, but of course I certainly won't be boring us with an episode of that, as if you're probably not already bored enough. But I will actually get what I need, and then I'll pop on back over here real quick, just so you can see me collect the items for, I don't know, whatever reason. Anyway, join us next time, where we continue to near the end of our adventures in Pre-Searing Ascalon. So, should have no problem getting through Regent Valley and Wizard's Folly at least, in our penultimate Pre-Searing episode. And then probably in our final episode we will be going through Green Hills County, through the Northlands, and then choosing our second profession, which you get to pick if you vote by telling us which profession you want us to choose, secondary profession you want us to choose, by leaving a comment in below in any of the Tyrian adventure episodes that we have up on the channel thus far. So you can vote in any one of them. Let us know what you want. Remember, if you're a subscriber, your vote counts twice. So again, Mesmer, Monk, Elementalist, and Necromancer. Those are the 4 choices for secondary profession that we're going to pick from. So let us know which one you want. The one with the most votes will be the one we pick. As I say, in cases of ties, we'll just flip a coin. So BJ Weiler here saying thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you in the game. Join us next week for episode 5.